So, MOCENARY, we already know how to do this. They come in these wonderful Ziploc or sealed bags. Nice cleaning cloth. Alright, we're going to throw that bag away so we can get this box out of the way, because this is going to be full of oil. So, let's get it out of here. We're going to check it in and then really check it out. I am excited to see this one. This is a higher end, I guess, side of MOCENARY. It's not a big knife. I guess I'm a little caught off guard by the size of this knife. I think for sure in the images, I thought it was a little bigger than this. I definitely thought it was bigger than this. This is I'll be honest though, it's not throwing me off, because this may make me like this knife, because I don't dislike a small knife. Like, I have a spot for them in my rotation. Let's get in here. Oh, I love the subdued back spacer or back flipper. Nice, super sharp jimping back there. Let's try that first. Okay, yeah, I like that. Definitely like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, the front flipper's nice. The action's already smoothing out, just running it a little bit. Am I locking myself out? It's just kind of small, a little awkward. I'm pretty sure the Spidey Flick's going to be great. Yeah, aggressive. Really nice. Let me grip this thing. Nice, sharp jimping back there. It's about a 3 1/4 finger grip back here. But you can choke up to there, but then you're in an odd spot, because it doesn't bring that finger to there. That's too much, at least for my hand. So I do think the strong grip for this is back here. It's back in this space, which makes this about a 3-finger knife. But pretty good grip back there. I mean, make this knife about an inch longer, and I 100% am gonna buy it. So here's what this knife is. It's a MOCENARY. We already know that from the box. There's its shield and helmet. It's a rattlesnake design, and it is in 20 CV steel. It's a MK-06. And I believe they've had this one out for a while. It's got anodized washers and an anodized titanium pocket clip, and then titanium scales. And yeah, I think it's been out there for a while. And recently I found it on a live auction on eBay. And so I had made a commitment to try some of these knives. I've been watching them for a long time, but never really bought any. But these and the 6-leaf knives, I've kind of taken an interest in them letely. And I've added several of both to my collection. Anyways, let's get in this one. Let's get in there and see what's going on. Typically with these, I think what I've found with these MOCENARYs is that for the most part they're clean, but they're oily. Like, I haven't found them dirty. That's a cool, yeah, so I didn't even notice. I love when they do that. Run that screw to the other scale and get that show guide with no hardware other than the pivot. And to be honest, they could have put a captured pivot in here with a similar material or look to it with a rivet, and would have even cleaned this up more over here. But I don't know, why am I criticizing it? It's pretty awesome so far. Pretty sure that's just that spacer, yeah, stuck in that. Well, it wasn't that. Okay. Well, it is that spacer. It's just tight on the scale. I like it. But it is oily. I figured it would be. All right. We're pretty much... Oh, so that... Look at that. So that spacer is pressed in there, and then that screw runs down into that scale. Very cool. Okay. I like it. It's clean, attractive, definitely thought out. Yeah, 20 CV. Pretty nice. It's got internal stop pins. Or no, it don't. Don't either. No, why I was thinking that. Nice titanium. I do like, look how they milled the backspacer into the knife here. So there shouldn't be any blade contact because it's milled into both scales. This one as well. And then they come together in the middle. I think my eyeballs picked it up when it was together, but I didn't equate it. And then it's got a little cutout here and here for a lanyard. Pretty cool. I like it. I definitely like it. It's got a few little parts. We'll put it back together. So, I mean, on the whole, these MOCENARY knives have turned out to be pretty good stuff. I have bought a couple that they're representing through their name and through their eBay site that clearly were branded something else. So they're not afraid. Like if you go to that site, the link down below, there's a good chance that you're going to find odd knives on their site as well. I bought a really nice, smaller, more of an executive front flipper that was in, I think it was in M390, maybe it was 20 CV, carbon fiber, but clearly is not their knife. It doesn't have their logo on it. It's got some other logo on it, but it's a nice knife, and I got it again, like this one, pretty inexpensively, and I'll talk about that when I get to it. Shiny side up. I think I'm going to pull this and put it in this side. Yep. Yeah, so like I say, I have found these to be, on the whole, I mean, pretty nice knives. And I would say that my overall impression is that I don't have any regrets of buying any of these so far. And I will say, because some of them maybe weren't as great as others, but the price was in line with what my expectations were on the knife, and I mean, I don't know that everybody thinks like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that some people buy a $25 knife and their expectation of that knife is the same as my expectations of a $250 knife. But I will say that my expectations of a $25 knife are a lot different than what they would be of a $250 knife. And so some of these MOCENARYs, my expectations are a little lower because of what I paid for the knife. But I haven't had one that I've looked at and went, oh, that thing's terrible. I wish I wouldn't have bought that. I mean, this thing's running now. So much so I gotta check it for blade play. Nope. Yeah, it is solid as a rock and running like the wind. Let's get rid of all this stuff and we'll finish checking it out. Okay. So, final words on this action. But, yeah, it's basically drop shot action now. Just a little bit of coaxing and boom, off it goes. That Spidey flick is probably the best opening option. It's just perfect right there. And the way to hold the knife, to flick that out, it's money. Runs really good. This choke up position is pretty good. Let's talk about ergonomics. It's pretty nice right there. Obviously, that's not a defense posture. That is not a confident position to hold the knife at all. But the knife feels good there because it allows me to get 4 fingers up on the knife right there. The jimping's a little far back, but it still catches the back of my thumb. And that jimping is good to go, man. It's sharp, as well as this jimping on the back of the flipper tab. That's really sharp. So if I back up my grip to basically a 3, just a little over a 3-fingered grip, really tucks my finger in behind that and creates, this is a confident grip right here. This, I mean, I could meet resistance. The other thing is, of course, the back of the knife is pushing into my palm. So, I mean, could this be a little stinger in your pocket if you needed it? It could, in my opinion. It could be in my pocket. So, let's check the pocket clip. It's got some good ramps on it, so we'll see. If I can get it over the edge of the thick stuff, I think it'll run. But, yeah, I just don't think it's big enough. Yeah, there we go. A little help. And it run all the way. Yep, there's plenty of room under it. Just got to get it in there. And it's got a ton of bite. Wouldn't surprise me if I do it a couple of times. It just get better and better. The thin stuff, standard jean size material, it's probably going to be perfect. Yeah, it's just going to run. Hear it ping on the way out. Plenty of tension. Yep, I like it. My spot back here in that back right pocket up towards the outside, perfect. Yeah, and when I reach back there, it would be there whenever I reach back to get it. Yeah, I like it. Let's check it for safety. Okay, so yeah, that's that milled backspacer. Just wonderful the way they did that. It's just, I mean, you know, my main collection that I keep I wish they'd figure this out. Goodness, simple. Just milled it right in there. I really like it. And then this lanyard spot back here, pretty neat. I don't carry lanyards on knives, but pretty good. The fit and finish of this knife, I mean, everything's knocked down well, smooth, feels good in the hand. I like it. The pocket clip's good. Let's check this tip. Can I get that tip? Yeah, there's no way, because it as well is tucked right behind where those two scales come together. So that's a pass. Pass, pass, and a pass. Wonderful. Good job. Wonder if it's sharp. Let's check it. Yeah, I already knew it was going to be, just looking at it. For some reason, they do a great job of sending these knives out sharp. So, price and availability. So, with all these MOCENARYs, it's a twofold thing. You can find some of these on AliExpress. I've found them there. The only other place that I'm aware of for these is, now I could be wrong. I do like this stonewash on this 20 CV. It's same kind of a stonewash on the scales as well. But I could be wrong, but the only place I know is the link down below in the notes that send you to the MOCENARY eBay site. And you can buy them there at a live auction. And that's where I bought this one. And I paid, I believe I paid, I think around $80 for this knife. But typically, I think these go for like 90 to 100 bucks, something like that. But, you know, I chase these around a long time. And when they run them, you know, because here's the thing about MOCENARY. They only sell like 3 or 4 knives at a time. They don't have like Tucson, their web eBay presence. Man, they'll have, I don't know, 30 or 40 knives, 50 knives selling at one time. MOCENARY, 4 or 5 tops, maybe 2 or 3. You may go there and they have one knife for sale. Yeah, so it's kind of few and far between. I don't know why that is. I don't know why they don't have a bigger presence, if it's availability of the knives or manufacturing. Man, I can't answer it. But is this knife worth 100 bucks? I mean, it's kind of small for 100 bucks, but 20 CV, titanium. I mean, I'm going to say it's definitely up there with the materials, the action, the fit and finish of this knife. I mean, it's done well. It's a nice little knife with good ergonomics and great action. So, anyways, MOCENARY MK-06. Appreciate you watching.